moment. I will tell you something also. When I was trying to start this broadcast, I had put a different word in that I was going to use, and then I looked up that word, and then it had great big symbolic meaning to it. So I had to change my title to When You Have a Wake Up Call, When You Have an Aha Minute, when your eyes, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. When you have a wake up moment and your eyes get open, it's like when you're thinking about something, then all of a sudden you have this, oh wow, that's right. Why didn't I think of that sooner? That type of a moment. It just hits you out of the blue, and it makes sense. It makes sense. Good morning. Let me flip this around. I will tell you. Oh my goodness. AI, let me tell AI something. AI, you are so intelligent. You are like a mind reader, but you gather a lot of data. You gather a lot of data on us to where you can predict what's coming into our mind. You can. I give you that much. Predictive programming, predictive behavior, predictive words. When you have a wake up call, you all, look how beautiful it is outside. Good morning, Shayna. Shayna. I don't know how you would say your name. Shayna, Cooksai. Is it Shayna like the rain? Like the rain, I have fallen for you, and I know that's why I like the rain. Yeah. Hello there, Paul. From the beautiful Sierra. It's like the rain, Shayna. I think it's like absolutely beautiful. Gina, what's happened to you? What's gotten into you? Let's just equate it to the aha moments that occur within a person's life. Because when they come, it's like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Look how green and lush it is. It is so green. And just think in the wintertime, there's no life. Everything is cold, but look how lush this whole area down here. I had to go out walking all along the property last night with my great big spotlight looking for my little Rosie honey because she was a little baby. Her's a little baby. She was a little baby. Rosie, honey, you know I had to go out looking for you last night. Look how that made her eye look. She's a little girl. She likes to just lay in her... I need to clean this window because Rosie might want to look at it. I had to walk around this whole entire property last night. I didn't have to, but I wasn't going to leave Rosie outside. It was like 10 o'clock at night. So I walked all the way around with my big, massive spotlight. And wasn't hollering too loud for Rosie because I didn't want to wake up the neighbors. They probably were already awake, and I thought, I hope some wild animal didn't get Rosie. And I just say, Rosie, all the way around. And then I came on the porch, and I was looking all over, and I didn't see her. Actually, I came back in the house. I said, that's it. I'm going to give her one more time. I saw a possum by the tree is what I saw. I said, I'm going to give her one more time. So I come out here, and I have a sound that I make. And she knows when I make this sound that it's time to come in, no matter where she's at. So I go out, and I say, Rosie, you need to get in the house. And this is the sound I make right like this. Rosie. I walk back in, and it was less than 1 minute. I walk out, and there she comes up from that area right there and comes in the house, trotting in the house, immediately goes downstairs and hides under the bed because she knows she's been a bad little girl. She's been out past her bedtime. Oh, that woke her up. Rosie, honey, did that wake you up because you heard that sound? Yeah, that's okay. You go back to sleep, Rosie, because you're a little girl. Yeah, we can do it for Rosie. Yeah, that's right. Look at this spot right here. It looks really, really pretty. This is like a little bitty thing. If I was a little child, and I could do it as an adult, I could just get under this tree, this big bush that has the lovely cherries on it that is dripping. Let's look at the water on the bottom of the cherry, or whatever, it's gomi berry. The water on the bottom of the gomi berry. So crisp. Mmm. Mmm. I ate it. I did. Stuck it in my mouth and ate it. Yeah. Yeah. She's a happy little girl. The currants are ready. This did not get very many currants this year. I'm going to tell you why. Because there's too much foliage that's blocking out the sunlight so they can't really grow like they should grow. Before all this stuff got so big, you know, each plant had enough room to grow, but they don't. They got a little bit crowded. That's okay, you all, when you have that aha moment. And I was using a different word. I was trying to spell it. I could say it, but I didn't know how to spell it. Kept typing it in, and AI kept telling me, no replacements, no replacements. And I'm thinking to myself, I know you're smarter than that, AI, because I can go and do a Google search, and I can misspell something way wrong, and you can pull it up like that, but not on my title. They did not want to pull it up. Let me tell you something. When you have that moment, and you think, oh, it makes sense. It hits you all of a sudden. It's like that video last night. I was laying in bed. I was asleep. I did a short video last night. I was asleep. And I woke up, and I looked around, and then that sentence or that phrase, it entered my mind. Whatever I had to say. And I thought, I'll just type it out. I don't want to get on the YouTube. That's what I said to myself. I don't want to get on the YouTube. And I was going to lay back down in bed. I said, I did not want to do a live video. So I didn't do a live video. I thought, well, I guess I'll do a short video. And I did. And I made it black and white, more or less, gray or black and white. Because you get, yeah. And whatever that was, if you did not see that video last night, I haven't even looked at anything on the YouTube, you all. But when you have an aha moment, when something hits you all of a sudden like that, and you look and you think that does make sense, it makes a whole lot of sense, and it's very applicable in this life that we live in. Yeah. We got an energetic AI out there. That is Sophia, honey. Based on love and truth. There is. That's right. There is an energetic AI out there also based on love and truth. And there is where you have the one, you have the other. And we know it's a given. It is a given. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it does make absolute truth. It makes sense. You have the good, you have the bad. You cannot have one existing without the other. You cannot have the light without the dark. The best thing to do is bring them into balance. If you can bring it into balance, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Let me see, look at it like this. So the title, when you have that aha moment and something hits you all of a sudden and you think, wow, it is true. And it nudges you. It wakes you up. It's when you decide, okay, I'm going to do it. I am going to, that makes sense, I'm going to do it. And sometimes you have those moments when you want to make your life a lot easier. You really do. You want to make your life easier. You want to declutter, because you don't like looking at the clutter. You don't. You want to do some cleaning out, but you ain't got the motivation. It's when you get that aha moment. You say, you know what, I don't need all this. I do not need all this stuff. And really, if you think about it, consumerism. It is rampant, and that's what we've been encouraged. It's like on that movie, They Live. They had those things, buy. Remember that? Yeah. Hello, T-Bone honey. Oh, when you have a wake-up moment, and the word I was going to use, when you have an epiphany. So that's what AI did not want to spell for me. That's okay. I went and searched it. And when I read what I read, and I wanted to come on here, and I pushed the live button, it spinned, and it spinned, and it spinned, and it spinned, and it spinned. And I made the connection. I thought, I know why you're doing it, because of what I read. You're spinning and spinning and spinning. And you know what it told me? Unable to load the broadcast. So I exited out of the YouTube app. I checked my Wi-Fi thinking I got the perfect signal for my Wi-Fi, and I come back on and I do it again, and then it goes through. It did not like what I read. So I'm not going to say what I read. I had an epiphany. Well, you may say, you know, people always say, I have an epiphany. Look up the origin of the epiphany. And then look up the symbolic meaning of. Now, this may not be true. They may have changed the dates, because, you know, we live in the day and age where events are misconstrued. Events are, we got something like a Mandela effect. Okay, we do that. Look up 3 Kings Days. You go look up the date of 3 Kings Days. You go ahead and do it. But don't you talk about it on here. Do not talk about it on here. All right, Three Kings days. But I thought I had an epiphany. I didn't want to hear about Three Kings days. No, I didn't. But I had an epiphany. I had an aha moment. It's when a person has a manifestation that appears to them. You have a manifestation. You have that moment where your intuition just kicks in. Good morning. It just kicks in. You're like, the light bulb goes off. You have a light bulb moment. Good morning. Yes. Lucy Honey. I know what it's called. It's called buffering, but there's been plenty of times. Let me clear this up. There's been plenty of times since AI can read our thoughts when I've wanted to get on here on this particular iPhone right here that I got and do my video because of the thought that literally entered my mind. It will not let me go. So therefore, if my other phone is around, I will go pick up my other phone and I have no problem. It's the plasma. You can look at it from a scientific point of view. Be my guest. I look at everything from a spiritual point of view along with the scientific point of view. Now, where was I having you all? So we had an epiphany. We had a wake-up moment. You may have many wake-up moments in your life. You may, where since the light bulb goes off, you may be having a light bulb after light bulb going off in your life because something's happening. Something is happening somewhere up there. Something's happening somewhere up there. It is. Right there. You have something about right here. And then you have something behind there. But then that's something that's like there. It used to be really big. Now it's gotten a little like that. And Gina, what is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. I get my, well, you got to have a decalcification in order to get the declassification of the information that you really need to access in the spiritual realm. You want to get the decalcification so you can get the declassification of the information that you need from the spiritual realm. It's your intuition. It's your, you got three eyes. Three eyes. It's like the three-eyed Cyclops. That Cyclops has one eye, does it? There was some kind of a being that had three eyes on it. There really was. Yeah. Oh, the aha. That's why you have an aha moment. Let me let you listen to the birds. It's going to be like this all day long. It's a cardinal. It's pretty, 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 pretty. Oh, well. Okay, Gina, it flew away. And you don't get to hear it. That's okay. That's all right. We had a petunia. Do you know that you can have your petunias? If you take your petunias in, hello, Al, honey. If you take your petunias in for the winter and you keep them below freezing and they don't get dust mites or something, when the summer comes or the spring comes, you can bring them outside and they'll grow. But if you leave them outside, I don't know which one. There was some kind of petunia that my husband put in the basement, or some kind of flower. He had 3 of them, and one survived because I think it was down there with all the citrus plants and bananas and stuff like that. But one survived. It was one of whatever these petunias is. I don't know which one it was. Survived. So you can take it in. And yeah, you can do it. When you have an aha moment, when you have a wake-up call, is what I'm talking about. When something enters your mind, even though you haven't been thinking about it, it enters your mind and it relates so perfectly, and you're able to act on it. These get a lot of grapes on here. These are actually table grapes, and they're really good. And the raccoon or something will come and eat them. This is a late starter blueberry. I only see one blueberry down there. You see it? This gets blueberries after the other one. We're having some nature this morning, going on a nature walk at my front porch. We're on a little nature walk. And then you have these quince fruits. These actually has pect. You can use these for pectin. These get really big. Oh, this has got some kind of fungi on it. Let's look at it. Some kind of fungi on that quince fruit right there. Or it's little bitty things poking their eggs in it, you know. But this is, these are very tart, extremely tart. And they're hard to open, kind of like a, oh, they're kind of hard to open, kind of like a butternut squash or something, or maybe like a spaghetti squash. If you haven't grown a spaghetti squash, this is really nice. You can grow them. They're easy to grow, and they long storm. I mean, you can store them in your basement or something. They get a long shelf life. You just cut them open, and the flesh of them is yellow, but you scrape it out with a spoon. It's like spaghetti. It is. It literally has strands of spaghetti. Spaghetti squash. That's why it's called spaghetti. Hello, Applebrook's honey. Yeah, you love the green of everything, even though we're kind of limited in our view. When you have an aha moment, your eyes get woken, you have something hit you like a ton of bricks. Why did I not think of that sooner? Well, because you weren't in the frame of mind to think of it. But once that is, here's how it works. When you're not able to think of a solution or something like that, no matter what it is, or if you ain't even think of something and something hits you out of the clear blue, a door opens and something is right there in your face. Oh, wow. Wow. Like that, those type of moments. It's because there's no blockage. Something happened and it cleared the way or in your whatever up there. And it made its way through. The door opened and poof, there you're, oh wow, like that. I love it. You do love it. The aha moments, because they do make a difference in your life. When they come out of nowhere and it's different than a deja vu. Yeah, it makes you feel good when you have it. It clears, it literally clears. It creates a clear space all around your thinking in that area. It's because that's the only thing you're thinking about. Those aha moments is the only thing that is in your mind at that time. Everything else gets out of the way and it takes center stage. That's what I'm talking about. Those moments you get a wake-up call. Hello? And the information that comes through, it's like right there. There's nothing else. There's nothing. That's the only information that is allowed through for some reason. The only information. Oh, my nose is itching. Oh. I gotta flip this around. Oh, I think I ran into a spider web or something. I may not even known it. It could have been I don't know what it was, making my nose tickle really, 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 really bad. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Good morning, Marcy. You made it around 3:30 this morning. That is wonderful. You gave your insight. You're welcome, Kamala, honey. Yeah, this is really, it's true when you have it. And you go look at think of the verse. I was going to label it with a different word at the title. And our intelligent AI read my mind, and it would not find any replacement, even though I misspelled it. But when you go to Google, you can type in a word, and you can purposely mistype it, and they know exactly what you mean. They do. They know exactly what you mean. And I looked it up. And it's when you have a wake-up call, but it has other origin to it. And then I want you to look up, that's why I didn't say it, because this is what I saw. And I'm not going to say it. You go look up, on what day did Three Kings Day, you know, when the three wise men and stuff like that, there's something called the Three Kings Day. Don't ask me how they knew what time of year that happened. Really, don't. Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. If you're just tuning in, good morning. Good morning. I'm not going to be on here too long, because if I stay on here too long, I won't be able to get all done that I want to get done. What do you want to get done? I want to do just some organizing is what I want to do. And I'm going to listen to the rain. Yeah. Just listen to some of the rain out here. This is really nice. Yeah. Early morning. You woke up to a very loud scratching thunder noise? Metal. Something passing by. Oh, Ika, honey. You know, people have been saying they hear stuff like that. You know? They have. They've been hearing like screeching metals in the sky. Well, they do have the technology to do that. And if we lived in like a matrix or something, they could make anything appear. But if we don't live in a matrix, well, let me tell you something right now. In my own being, I feel like I am alive. I am alive. I'm a living being. Whether I'm in a matrix or not, I'm still me, and you're still you. Whether you're in a matrix or not, you're still you. I'm still me. We still have aha moments and wake up calls. We still are able to integrate into this realm, do things and say things and meet people, no matter how you look at it, in the big scope of things, in the big scope of life. Doesn't matter what theory you hold to or anything, you're here. Now, what you going to do with the time you got, no matter where it is you find yourself? What are you going to do with it? Because you're going to do something with your time. You're going to make good use of your time, good use of your presence on earth, or you're going to make bad use of your time. You're going to do bad while you're here. You're going to do either good or you're going to be bad. You're going to do bad. You're going to do something that's going to make a difference, because you're going to try to make the most out of your life, and to bring about a change is what you're going to try to do. This has got some blueberries on that too. I'm going to flip it around. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's right, you are. When you have a wake-up call, when something hits you. I did a video late last night. Did anybody get it? Is that laying in bed and I woke up? Oh, I didn't even want to do a video. I thought I just want to go back to sleep. Maybe I can just type this phrase or whatever you want me to say. My download, my spiritual download that happened, because it was from the spiritual realm. I had a spiritual download. I just want to type it out. But then I thought, well, no, you got to get up out of the bed, Gina. You got to do a short video and don't say nothing more than what you were given to say. So that's what I said. It's a short video. I think it was 8 seconds long. Something about failing to make the improvements needed in your life could destroy your life or something like that. I can't even remember what I said last night. It was a very short video. And it's true. I agreed totally with it. I did. I agreed with it in my spirit. It's true. And you can't say it's not true. Yeah, you got it. I am going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. When you have an aha moment, act on those aha moments, because they come to you because action is needed. When you have a wake-up call, that means it's right there in front of you, because that's the only thing your focus is focusing on, and it made clear, the universe made clear. This is the thing you're supposed to be focusing on right here. Everything else is out of the way. This is right here in your face. You need to take action. That's what a wake-up call is. You need to take action. Are you listening? That's what it is. You need to think about it and do whatever you're supposed to do, and only you know what it is. So I'm going to go. Let's flip it around. It's really beautiful out. It's like this, even though it's raining, it's still beautiful. It is. It's like quite lovely out. Let's look at the rain. You're so very welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. Love you.